Today I journaled about opposite sex friendships and what you're missing by not having one. When was the last time you saw a movie or a show where a man and a woman fought dragons, built a business, saved the world without falling into bed? Almost never. Society trains us to view the opposite sex solely through the lens of romance, not as friends, not as collaborators, or even just fellow humans. We don't know each other outside of romantic relationships. Men are distracted by sex and women are drowning in safety paranoia. By not having the opposite sex as friends, we lose out on characteristics we should have. And the worst part is, you don't think you're affected by it. Men rely heavily on our romantic partners as the only source of emotional growth. One unlucky woman has to help us navigate, give language, and express our very complex emotional landscapes. It would be best to have a friend in a woman to teach you the nuance of both communication and emotion. And for women, one of the most under-discussed casualties of our gender-segregated lives is the erosion of truth tolerance in women. Not because they are inherently fragile, but because they are systematically deprived of the kind of raw, unfiltered honesty that male friendships often provide. Men frequently engage in truth exchanges, whether through banter, brutal honesty, or direct confrontation, with quick reconciliation. This is our form of emotional conditioning that prepares us to handle conflict without collapse. When it comes to women, y'all are raised in cultures that prioritize harmony over honesty and often lack the kind of conditioning that men go through. And the result is aversion to hard truths, not because you can't handle them, but because you've rarely been practiced in them. Many women, as a result, hold longer grudges when conflicts arise because reconciliation is not modeled outside of romantic or family bonds. And this breeds a culture of insecurity where women often soften or deflect or suppress difficult conversations to avoid being labeled as aggressive or difficult. So, what does that leave us with? The noise of gender wars that stem from failed romantic relationships, not friendships. We get wrapped up in which sex is better instead of what does the opposite sex have that by way of friendship I benefit from. What's clear is there is no money to be made in platonic opposite sex friendships, but there are billions in romantic ones. And the only sacrifice there seems to be is the dysfunction of how you and I see each other.